Hey to all my hustlers out there, and welcome to the Entrepreneur Hustles 30-Day Hustle Harder Challenge. Yes, we are knocking it out in 2020. We are not letting all the sickness internally and externally stop us from achieving greatness in 2020. And our 30-day challenge is really meant to focus us in, to realign us, to tap into that power within so we can make sure that nothing is holding us back. And it has been an amazing first week. Thank you all for participating. And we are moving on to week 2 with some ways you can continue to build great habits for you, your life, and all the things that you want to achieve personally and in your business. And today we are focusing in on something that can be a little challenging to lots of us, and that is scheduling. But I think when we rethink it and reposition it in our mind, we can come up with a lot of ways that scheduling can really help us. Now, I know if you look at my calendar, it's filled with things I have to do for other people, right? Appointments I might have, to-dos, people I need to call back, things I need to remember. And I think that's an important and critical part about scheduling, right? You want to be organized when you approach things. You don't want to spend a lot of time, waste a lot of your focus on trying to get things together. Where did I put that? Where is this? What am I supposed to do first or second or third? Adding some focus, some alignment to what you have to do in any given day is always very, very, very helpful. So I think for the regular reasons that you use scheduling, it pays for itself. But even more than that, when it comes to a year that has been challenging, when it comes to putting things first that maybe are a stretch, maybe it's our dream, maybe it's something we don't currently have or do, but we want to do, and it comes a challenge when it comes to putting together the time to make sure that happens. And I think that's where scheduling can really be the most use, the most help. Putting together the time to do something new, to try something new, to put yourself out there in a new way is equally important, as important as the things you do on a normal basis. Why? You want to continue to be inspired as an entrepreneur and as a person, right? You want to continue to push yourself, to try new things, to put yourself out there in new and inventive ways, because the world is constantly changing and we have to too. You can't remain stagnant. Even if you're doing great and awesome and amazing, continuing to push yourself is a way to ensure that you don't get lost in the shuffle. So you can schedule that. The things that are important, maybe even it's just you time. Maybe it's that meditation we talked about last week. Maybe it's some time for reflection. All of those things can be important and can be actually done if you schedule it. If not, what happens? I think I want to do this. I want to reach out. I want to start a new business. I want to reach out to some people I maybe connected with but never really followed through with. But what happens? Life happens. You get busy with the day-to-day running around, the day-to-day to-do list, the day-to-day things that people need from you, and you need to take care of yourself. And you can get lost in your dreams for something new, and your push to try and continue to evolve can get lost in that shuffle. So schedule that time out. Put some time for trying something new. Yes, you can schedule time for just trying something new. It may not be something set. You can schedule time for reaching out to contacts maybe that you haven't connected with. You could schedule time to put some energy into a new business plan. You could schedule time for all of these things. And scheduling, if you are a lover of scheduling, really adds that commitment to it. You know, from 2 to 4, you have an appointment, right? And what happens when you have your appointment? You get ready, you have your pens and papers together. If you're doing a Zoom call, you put on your nice shirt, right, maybe, and you put on a little makeup, put some earrings on. The same intention has to go into new things you want to try. The same focus, the same energy, and the same assurances you give yourself for the other things you schedule for other people and other commitments. You need to put that into yourself. Maybe that's just some me time where you're saying, I'm scheduling time where I'm going to refocus and put some energy into myself, things that I like to do. Maybe that's reading a book or learning a new language, whatever it is. Scheduling gives you some structure to it. So you're not kind of wandering around, what should I do next? You're focused and you're getting it. So that's my tip for today. Use scheduling, but maybe not just in the same old ways where you're putting down a list of things you need to do for other people and appointments you have. Schedule some time for yourself. and use it and stick to it and prepare for it like you would schedule time for anybody else, because hey, you're important too. So that's our tip for today. That's the habit we're going to try to build. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, as every day in our 30-day Hustle Harder Challenge, we are talking about how we get better. How do we knock out 2020? July is almost here. Hello, it's knocking at the door, and we are not going to let it take us by surprise. We're going to kill it in 2020. So thanks for joining me as we all hustle harder together.